The company paid an interim dividend in half year and took the total dividend to 8.50 Rand a share, up 3% to 15.6 billion Rand total disbursement to shareholders. But the company said that since the financial year ended 31st March 2013, the board has maintained its dividend policy of paying at least 90% of adjusted headline earnings, excluding the contribution of the attributable net profit from Safaricom. Mindful that these deals will utilize debt capacity and while also wanting to retain headroom to invest in growth areas, the board considered it appropriate to review the current dividend policy. Accordingly, on completion of the Vodafone Egypt acquisition, the group intends to amend and simplify its dividend policy and institute a policy of paying dividends of at least 75% of Vodacom Group's headline earnings. Elsewhere, captains of trade and industry say strategic investment and sustained local production are the solutions to Ghana's inflationary pressures and economic challenges. They noted that the continued importation of goods, including about 70% raw materials for local production, was the main contributing factor to the rising exchange rates challenge and high inflation rate and its attendant economic hardships. Accordingly, they have asked the government to create an enabling environment for local industries to have access to capital and be in the position to increase production without pushing the high cost of production to consumers. Finally, the federal government of Nigeria has disclosed that French oil major Total Energies EP Nigeria Limited has invested almost $30 billion in Nigeria's oil and gas sector within the space of 8 years. It said the company had made a lot of investments in developing the country's oil resources since it began operation in the last 60 years. The government criticized Shell, ExxonMobil and Chevron, 3 of the 5 oil majors in the country, over their apparent withdrawal from investing further in Nigeria's oil and gas sector, urging them to emulate Total Energies' sustained investments in the country and resume their investments. The French oil giant said Nigeria remained at the heart of its strategy and indicated plans to expand its business into the country's electricity sector.